मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकम् Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. It is too much. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yatkripadam maham vande Sri Gurudinataranam Paramanandam Aravam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripasindubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. Welcome back to the third day of the Sankirtan seminar. What do you remember from yesterday? Close your student handbooks and your notes. What do you remember from yesterday? Highlights, anything that stuck out? Yes, mics, use them.
Yesterday you discussed elaborately about 40% how to break the ice, and detailed speaking is 20%, and ending the event is 40%. So 3 parts also we have seen. The videos, and we analyzed how the book distribution was done.
Did you learn something?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. What did you learn?
I learned that we have to ask questions to say 3 yes in order to first to get the book distributed there.
Okay.
You have to get them out 3 yes.
And if you get 3 times no?
Forget it.
Forget it. Right?
Let them go.
But there's always kripa. There is always kripa, you know? Special mercy. Yes.
We saw how we should start with an icebreaker. We should ask some questions connecting to them. Like
something light, something easygoing, you know? Something not too heavy. Just
right.
So the person is comfortable to talk to you.
Right. And during the conversation, always keep interacting. Don't keep a pause. Always have some...
Never stop talking. There was one devotee, Ukrainian guy, he was doing books in the airports in America. He would stop people and he would ask them, what is ultimate purpose of life? And then the person got very confused. You know, some random guy walks up to you and asks you with heavy, thick Russian accent, what is ultimate purpose of life? And the person, and then he said, self-realization. And then he gave him the book. It was kind of so strange that the people just got mesmerized. Okay.
Keep on talking, and if you ask questions, so open-ended question, ask open-ended question so that the conversation will go on.
What would be an open-ended question? Give me an example. How are you? You know, actually in English, very, very doesn't exist, okay? It's like there is no very pregnant. Either you're pregnant or you're not pregnant. Now, a lady might just be about to give birth, but there's no such thing as very, very, okay? Or happy, happy. Now, of course, in India, it makes perfect sense, right? But when you're interacting with people who actually speak English, can't do like that. Like if any of you were to write books, and I'm sure some will, then make sure you get an English editor who actually knows English. Because otherwise, your masala, you know, your mixing of adjectives will be rasabas. It will be incompatible mixture. Like if in one sentence you cram 3 or 5 adjectives and try to make it very, you know, flowery, very wonderful, everybody who knows English will notice that you don't have an idea what you're talking about. So get a good English editor. Okay, write that down on your to-do list. Okay? Yes.
People don't want transactional relationship, but transformational relationship.
Thank you. Give an example.
Like sometime when we go for the book,
What would be a transactional relationship?
just give and take.
Give and take, yes. Just like you go on book distribution, and Anyway, we'll get different examples later on, but just one that I have seen very often is people who do book tables in train stations, and they go, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavad Gita, 50% discount, 50% discount, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavad Gita. And it reminds me like Sitapati Pembam, Sitapati Pembam, Sitapati Pembam. You know that guy on Govardhan, you know? And there's nobody there. It's just a loudspeaker with some machine, you know? And then you look, no, there's a sadhu, there's a guy there, and he's got books, but he's speaking like a robot, like a machine, you know? Like AI. So people are not looking for transactions. They're looking for transformation. That means personal experience. They want to see somebody's home, somebody cares about them. Thank you. What else?
Responsibility means ability to respond.
Yes.
And as a leader in the temple, we should make various interaction points for the visitors. So
Yes. And you have to be
five steps ahead
5 steps ahead.
by becoming a leader.
Chant your rounds before Mangalarti. Did you ever try it?
Try
I know it sounds very daring, very scary, but it actually works.
he chants.
Yeah. So we delegated to him, right? Delegate, you can outsource anything except your japa. Your japa and your study, you cannot outsource. No joke. I was in Mumbai, and some banniyas, you know, they have some group of newcomers. They're all like selling mobiles. They have, you know, stores and shops. So they said, we'll give donation and you chant more rounds for us, you know, and we get the benefit. I said, that doesn't work, you know. It doesn't work. You can't buy. It's, you know, other religions already tried that. You've heard Catholic Church? They had something called indulgences, which means that you can do anything from murder down to prostitution, and you just pay a certain amount of money and you're good. You know, this whole Papa Punya type of thing? But it doesn't work. If you want to do bhakti, people have to actually chant themselves. So you can't outsource your japa to somebody else. Yeah, we have one guy in our temple, he's really austere, you know, like he doesn't sleep, he doesn't eat, he does all the tapasya for everybody else. And the rest, we're just enjoying life. As a leader, you have to be accessible and available. Not just that, you know, sometimes people are accessible, but they're not available. You have to actually be there for the people. What else?
Our temple, there should be a very professional welcome, so that any person who comes, somebody talk to them. What is Krishna conscious process? Otherwise, people will come, go, and we are not knowing also.
Yes, so whether you call it welcome department or hospitality department or guest care, but it has to exist, and it has to be vibrant, and it has to be in touch with reality, to the needs of the people. Otherwise, you'll only catch very little fish, you know. You will really not get much yield out of your work. Behind you.
When you are on street, question, attention, and connection. Three
Yes.
things.
Question, attention, connection. Very good.
The success of preaching is that people want us to meet us again.
Okay.
Yeah.
The success, the yardstick of your preaching measurement is not quantity of books, is not money, is not how many likes, is not how many chelas you have, not how many temples are in your zone. It's how many people want to meet you again and want to engage in the practice of bhakti. That is success. Because everything else will come. But those other factors are secondary. They're not primary. Primary is the people who want to engage with us. You see, sometimes we're so adamant to get the money. Have you noticed people are really anxious to get the money? They don't realize if you get somebody's heart, you get his wallet also. But if you get the wallet and you don't get the heart, you know, they're like, okay, take my money, but, you know, leave me alone. Like, I'm not really interested. But if you get somebody's heart, then you have everything. You got him, his family, his friends, his contacts. Yes.
people are that people don't care how much you know till the time they know how much you care for them.
Thank you. You just made that up? That sounds pretty good. Huh? It works, you know? That should be our sutra. Should be, you have to have your, so, what else? Yes, in the back. There's a few empty chairs here. Some people are missing in action.
Hare Krishna, Braj. As a leader, you have to be 5 steps ahead of your group.
What does that mean?
Is more
It
conscious.
means you have to walk fast or
No. Clear all the steps.
always stand in front? Then everybody knows he's the big guy, right? You're always standing in front. What does it mean to be 5 steps ahead?
Means you are more conscious than the group about the steps.
It means vision. It means consciousness means vision. You are thinking ahead. You're not just, that doesn't mean you're not in the moment. Doesn't mean you're not paying attention to what's happening right now. When you drive a bicycle, where do you look? You ever driven a bicycle? Yeah. So where do you look when you ride a bicycle? Front. Just in front? Side? Only side and front? Huh? Down also. In India, you have to have 360 vision because anything can come and hit you and kill you, right? So you have to be pretty aware. Now, some people are only goal-oriented, especially guys. They want to score. They want to get that target. They want to hit that goal. But sometimes you don't see what's happening right here, right now, and then you hit that bump. You ever hit a speed bump? Taxi didn't slow down fast enough, and you got a good head bump because everybody jumped. So you have to be conscious before you can be Krishna conscious. And as a leader, you have to be 5 steps ahead. Means think ahead. Anticipate what will happen. Like crowd control. Believe it or not, some of your centers are actually going to be successful. Believe it or not, lakhs of people are going to show up. What are you going to do? Imagine. Just do a mind, you know, it's a mental exercise. 2 lakh people show up for your Jamastami. Can you handle it? You can't, right? Because you're in a little place, you don't have volunteers, you don't have any arrangements for crowd control, for traffic, for prasadam. So you got to get a little bit into gear, you know, because that's the scenario. Why is TOBP not open yet? Some people say COVID, some people say money. No. I say Krishna has given us a little bit of time to get our act together. Because when this thing opens, there will be lakhs and lakhs of people every day of the week. And on bigger days, as many people that you can't even imagine. And Krishna does not want us to be embarrassed. So he's mercifully giving us a little bit of time to wake up and to get our act together. Because once the crowd hits and you're not prepared, whoa, it gets pretty scary. It gets pretty dangerous. I was at Kumbh Mela and it was 144 million people. You been to Kumbh Mela? You've seen? A lot of people. And one day there was 33 million who went to take bath. There was the military, there was riot police, there was barricades. Somehow things worked out for the most part. Huh? A little something at the train station, but otherwise it was okay. So as a leader, you have to actually plan ahead. Huh? Okay, last point.
People are not there to purchase the product. They are there to purchase the inspiration.
Yeah, they're not looking for product, they're looking for inspiration. They want something that inspires them. Okay, thank you. What we're going to do right now is we're going to go through different methods of how to distribute books. And for that, we'll do something a little different. What's the primary way that books are distributed here in India right now? Primary way. Harinam? Harinam and books. Okay. Who has done Harinam and books so far? Okay, who would like to speak about it and present? We want to have a panel of 3 people, and they present on how to do this, and the rest of us, we're just going to be new congregational people who just came for, 2 Sundays, and now we want to figure out what the heck is going on. Like what are we doing here, Like, I like this Hare Krishna thing, but now it seems like it's not just buying a t-shirt and getting the ladu, but they also want me to do something. You understand the idea? Okay, so we need 3 volunteers who are experienced in doing books with Harinam. Please come up, and we got microphones for you, and we got a captive audience. Okay, thank you for your great audience participation. If nobody volunteers, we will start volunteering for you. So, yes, please. We need 2 more. Yes? 1 more person? Okay. We got mics, free microphones for our volunteers. Now what I'd like you to do is we need 2 more mics. One person can just start and talk about it, how it works, And we are the congregation, and you have to brief us and give us the idea why we do this, how we do this, how it works. Tell us the game plan. Give us the vision. And we want this to be about 5 minutes max. So every one of you has got a couple of minutes, like 2 minutes each. And then we open for questions, because these people are really fresh off the boat, like they're brand new, They're educated guys, but they just don't know what this whole Hare Krishna, program is all about. Besides that, they like prasadam, and they like Prabhupada, and they like the Gita. You have met people like that, right? Okay, so just so you're aware who we are. Okay, go ahead.
Hare Krishna. So, street Harinam and the book distribution, this is the core activities of ISKCON, started by Srila Prabhupada. If you see in 1960s, 70s and 80s, it's very, very, it's like fiery thing in ISKCON. All the devotees going out every day doing book distribution, Harinam Sankirtan. So, I have experience of traveling Sankirtan party. So, I travel extensively in Gujarat, Rajasthan area. So, we have a bus party. So basically what we do, we plan a city which has major population, and our advance party is there. They go in a car and they find out the market areas, they find out the accommodation places. So then the bus is behind. The bus, once the location and the city and area is finalized, we reach there and we set up. We get freshed up, we take prasadam, and we go out. Because the advance party had already done all the research, and we go out. And how we do, we have 5 people who are doing Sankirtan, catching a sound system, Mridanga, Kartal, 2 Kartals, 1 Vampire, and 1 Mridanga. So like that 5 people will be doing Sankirtan, and other whatever 15-20 devotees are there. So they will be approaching different shops, places, and marketplaces, banks, offices, etc. So basically what we tell, we are going to Dwaraka, or we are going to Tirupati, or we are going to Kumbh Mela. So that's how we take their attention. And yesterday what Prabhuji said some ideas, so we try to apply that, and people respond and take books also.
Thank you. Next.
Hare Krishna, we were wanting to show you how we do it.
Okay, we will do that also.
Okay.
So far, any questions to our
Sachinandan Haridas.
Sachinan Haridas?
Yes, bro. No, in India, this dress is very much welcoming. So this dress is okay. Very good. This dress is very good. Yeah, dhoti kurta. Sorry?
Congregational member asks if he can come with pant and t-shirt.
Yeah, Tilak, if Tilak is there, that will be as an identity.
Okay.
That will be good.
So Tilak should be there. The rest is okay. If they're congregational members, they can
Best
come.
is dhoti kurta.
Huh?
Best is dhoti kurta.
Best is dhoti kurta, but otherwise
Pant shirt is fine.
any decent shirt.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Other questions?
It varies, minimum 20, maximum it goes to 50 devotees also. During holidays, the students also will join. It's like maximum, we hire private vehicles and so like that everyone can accommodate.
So you
50
tell everybody you're going to Tirupati or you're going to
Yeah, so we're going to
Rameshwaram
for a
or
holy
Jagannath
place. So we're doing Padayatra, something like
Okay.
that.
But that's not really true.
That's not true, but like we are going in a bus, we will tell. Covering all the
Eventually you
different villages.
you will go to Tirupati and
Yeah.
Rameshwaram. Maybe not like tomorrow, but
Mostly we plan a holy place and in that way we go.
okay. Other questions?
Yes. Sir. Permission from?
If there is Muslim area, so
We don't
can
take any
complete.
permission, we just घुस जाते हैं हम. ऐसे कोई permission नहीं. Muslims भी नाचते हैं, We have a YouTube channel, Traveling Sangeetan Party. You can see there are many Muslims also taking books in that. They appreciate also.
Okay, so basically don't ask permission, rather ask forgiveness. If somebody gets upset, you just
Yeah, we just
Calm
try to
them down.
cool them, give them some prasadam.
Sure. Got it. Now, how would the people benefit from the Harinam if you're going to banks and shops and offices? They don't see the Harinam because you're spreading out in many places to do book distribution.
Basically, in places like Gujarat, the malls are very big, and
Okay.
center there is a space. So you go inside the space, do Harinam. All the people they come out and they see.
Got it. Okay. So you make sure that the Harinam is very central, that
Yeah,
it's
Harinam
very
is
much
central.
visible,
Yeah.
that everybody gets
And
exposure.
many people tell with your Harinam, at Mahal ban gaya. It created a nice environment here. They tell us.
Okay. Other questions? What kind of books do you distribute?
Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam sets, small books.
The whole mix, everything.
Yeah, everything. Krishna
Okay.
book.
Other questions? Hey,
Prasadam, we have a kitchen team in the bus. There's another vehicle, especially for kitchen and utensils. So they go advance and they do prasadam, cooking, everything. They keep it ready. So we take it. Yeah, initially we have a bus. Right now we have another separate vehicle. So kitchen, it's separate only for kitchen.
it's like army operation, huh? Yes. Mike,
Are there any books we can freely distribute to the people if required?
Really?
I mean, yeah, means on with no demand basis.
Now our currency are the books and the holy name. So if we are giving free, we have to take something.
Okay.
At least some vegetables or something you have to take.
Okay, that's fine. So what kind of books we need to distribute then?
Freely.
I mean, yeah, I mean, so if you give Bhagavad Gita, and somebody is giving only vegetable, it is a loss for us.
No, generally those who are selling vegetables, they are not very much educated. So you give any small book, they are okay, they take it.
Okay.
the whole mood is everybody should get something. It's a Dadati Pratigrinati principle means everybody should receive something and everybody should give something, however small it might be, but there should be some exchange. Yes, in the front. Go ahead, you got the mic.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Prabhuji, I was just checking how much, like in general, devotees score for in terms of distribution of books. Because generally we have seen that street lights and this scores well, rather than we have tried for this one-to-one.
So it goes around 400, 500 books in 2 slots, morning and evening. 500 books easily.
For an average of 15-20 devotees.
Mahabig books I'm saying.
For
Yeah,
20 devotees.
yeah 30 devotees you can say. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
It goes.
ठीक.
It depends on the city also. If the city, they have good money, they'll give. But if the city is like moderate, then it's like that. But every devotee, on average, they distribute 10 to 15 Mahabig books.
One day, yes. For the whole team score, 400-500 books.
The traveling goes for days, at least a month, 20 days, 1 month, 40 days, like that.
What do you tell to others? Why should they take books in Harinam Sankirtan?
Simple. What we apply in everyday book distribution, same thing. This Bhagavad Gita, this ancient Vedic literatures. This is the bona fide Bhagavad Gita. We open the Gita and show the parampara, show the pictures, show how every shloka is translated word to word.
And what type of people mainly text means?
Everyone takes. There's nothing like no one doesn't take. It's like all kinds of people they take it.
If you go for so long, then where do we stay? Like we are distributing morning, evening. Where do we stay?
Stay basically you can approach function halls, you can approach schools.
40-50 people.
Yeah. Function halls are very big. 1,000 people also can stay. Function halls, schools. You can contact RSS people, BJP people. They are very helpful. They will give some contacts. They are very welcoming. They will tell we will arrange your stay.
Hare Krishna.
Go ahead.
Have you noticed any difference when we do without Harinam and when we do with Harinam? Is the difference in the
Yes,
five people would also do book
There
distribution?
is a great difference. When you do Harinam, even all the devotees, they get, the whole atmosphere becomes like Vaikuntha only.
Is there any difference?
Because the whole street
which
is
comes in the
devoted.
score in the count?
Yeah, score, but Harinam also we are giving Harinam, so that's on that way also we are benefiting people.
What is the added benefit of Harinam book distribution rather than just book distribution?
The added benefit is the whole atmosphere is very spiritual, and people, they willingly they come and join in the Sankirtan, they dance, and they take books. When they are dancing, we give them books. No? So that creates a very spiritual, conducive environment to convince them. And books, they may be little boring to explain, to listen. But when you do Harinam, everyone likes Harinam actually. They dance, they clap. Now we are walking and someone who is sitting, who may not be participating, but his hand will be like this. His leg will be like this. So they are reciprocating to the holy name.
So Prabhuji, what we are talking about, it's a distribution on regular basis or for marathon we're talking about?
For us, there is nothing like marathon, like every
So
month is like a
regular-
marathon.
regular
only. Yeah.
activity. Okay.
Mike.
Sometimes doing Nagar Kirtan, Khichdi Prasad is also, can be also distributed. Is that possible?
Yeah, we can khichdi, halwa, all these options are there. Whatever possible for you, you can distribute.
Okay. Drama. Presentation. We need one more mic in the front.
Hare Krishna. Normally we do this in Hindi and the local languages, but because His Grace Naveen Nandirath Prabhu is there, we'll be doing it in English. Normally we talk in the local language. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. You all must be definitely wondering what is happening on here. This is called Shri Harinam Sankirtan. Hari Bol. So we chant the holy names of Lord, and we are all coming from a very beautiful cultural center, the ISKCON temple, ISKCON NVCC Pune, which is very near from here. So we have come here for the purpose of world peace. Everybody is looking for four things. People are looking for physically good health, intellectual soundness, mental stability, and a very blissful spiritual existence. And this can be done if we can do the Harinam Sankirtan. So I request everybody to please raise both your hands up in the air and repeat after us. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. And there's a good news for all of you. If you want these four things along with the Harinam, our volunteers are distributing very, very wonderful wisdom literatures to all of you. So I request each and every one of you to have a very good look at it, and please take the books while we continue the Harinam here. And we request all the children to please kindly come here to dance with us.
Haribo! Hare Krishna! Thank you, Haribo! Wonderful. Thank you. Hari Hari Haribo. So, I mean, I would buy a book, you know. It sounds pretty nice. We have seen all over the world this process works. Wherever you put books and Harinam together and you have Prasadam, it's like nuclear fusion. Boom! You just blow them out of the water. The people are like, whoa, what happened? You know? It's too nice. It's just too hard to resist. So, a couple of things to keep in mind. When you do Harinam, make sure you don't go right in front of a shop entrance or restaurant. People will be a little upset. In some places you need permission. It's not so hard to get. I know India is, pretty easygoing, but in other countries, permits are an issue. Yes?
Question. That is, there are less number of devotees, around 8 to 10 devotees. So what is the preference that 3-4 devotees are doing Harinam and some are doing distribution, or all are doing distribution? Like Prabhuji was telling about 20 devotees, but...
Yeah, no, you can scale this. You see, you have to understand the principle. Once you understand the principle, you can scale it.
Yes.
Like you understand the recipe, you can go X5, X500, X50,000. You can scale it. But the principle has to be sound. I went to Rishikesh with my old friend Sarvabhauma from Houston, Texas. The two of us. One was chanting and the other one was distributing. After a while, we were switching. And in this way, it works. Sometimes you may be alone by yourself. I know they started in Germany. They were just sitting on the side of the road or near a park. They had a little cloth there with some Isha. They only had Ishopanishad in German. And it was just chanting. And whenever somebody came, they would stop chanting and talk to him and sell a book. Or people came to give money and then they give him a book. And in this way, that's how it all started. Prabhupada did not tell people how to do things. He just went to the park and was chanting. And then the devotees went out and people started giving them money, and then they started giving magazines, then they started photocopying, mimeography, and then the whole thing started. So it wasn't like a clear set out, but the formula works. The formula works.
Playing the speaker is okay. Like instead of doing Harinam on ourselves, playing the...
Just having a tape, it's like Sitapati Pain Bomb, 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 and you go like, man, can we turn this thing off, like I'm here in Govardhan, I want to do parikrama. I don't want to hear this crap, Pardon my French. So the whole thing of just having something blast from a loudspeaker, you want to see a live person, you want to see some Cheta, some Anand, somebody's enthusiastic, and then you go like, hey, if I do what this guy does, I will end up like him. I want that. I want to be like that guy. You understand? So you have to see that. Otherwise, not so great. Sometimes emergency situations, it can be used as a substitute, but don't make it a regular thing. Yes? Behind you.
Regarding this, in Daman also we were doing this Nagar Sankirtan. But generally we do every day. But one time it was happened that we did only invitation card distribution plus book distribution.
Okay.
So, but for that people are less, around 4 or 5 are there. But we need to distribute a lot of invitation cards and books so that we can invite more people. Then we put a big speaker in the car. Speaker is going on.
then there are very important society people. They come and told me that. So you did it very nice. You are distributing, but there is no person is standing beside the speaker, or nobody is doing kirtan. It is not feeling like it's a vibrant holy name is going on.
Yeah.
So
So you got immediate feedback
yes.
from the crowd. Yes, that, you know, all the places where we go, people are asking, where have you guys been? We haven't seen you guys in so long. What happened? Have you ever heard people talk like that? We have not seen you guys. What happened? And you say, oh, you know, we got a little confused. No, but we're back, okay? So we're back and we're here to stay. People are really, you know, people are leading boring lives. They're just doing same old Gramya Katha. They're looking down the street. When will Nitai and Gaur come dancing down the street, chanting, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. That's the highlight of the day for them. So many people also in Ratha Yatra, they're not like practitioners, they're not like, but they say, we come here every year just to see this parade. It's like, it's just important for them. So please, make sure there's Harinam wherever your center is. It can be small, it can be big. It can be once a week, it can be every day. You can have parties with 108 devotees who go and do a big thing, or you can have small, but the Harinam has to go on. Otherwise, there will be no more Hari Hari Bol, you know. It will just be Rupi, 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 Rupi. And you know, oh, so many expenses, so much trouble, who will get which room, who's in charge, who is the boss, and all that kind of stuff. Okay? Thank you very much. Very nice presentation, by the way. Really liked it. Okay, what's the next most popular way how to distribute books? Bus party. And they go where? Town places. So they do on the street, or they go shop to shop, or how they do? No, I know, but the bus is just transportation. I'm asking, where do they distribute their books?
Distribute in the marketplaces, in the village area also.
Okay.
So as the bus passes, so they have the allocated places, like one day we will stay there. So in the whole day they will keep distributing, and then in the evening they will come and stay there. The next day again they will start.
They do program in the evening?
Evening, sometime Harinam in program also.
Okay.
So what they do now, the big bus is there. Suppose now village has, generally they go to very small villages.
No, I understand the principle, but you got 50 congregational members here, and they don't know what you're talking about, you know, so you have to kind of, you know, like bus, yeah, I take the bus to go to work, you know, like, what are you talking about, you know? So why don't you two guys come up here and explain to us how this whole thing works? And not just from a brahmachari perspective, but you have to understand this is a congregation, you know, these people with jobs and kids and stuff. So also, and one more volunteer who has done bus party. Okay, so one person gives little introduction, and then the others can answer the questions.
Hare Krishna. So generally these are the group of the devotees, correct? So in Pune we do different way. Different Delhi also bus party they do different way. So Pune bus party, how it works?
Just explain the principle. We don't care about this place, that place.
Okay.
It's all the same, you know, same.
So we go to villages, and morning time is the best timing, because the villages are available in the morning.
What
And
time? How early?
Till 9, मतलब morning 8 to 11 max.
Best time.
Best time. Best is 8 to 10, because in every village there is a one central place where they will generally come. कि आज क्या हुआ है, आज की ताजा खबर क्या है, गांव में कुछ नया हुआ है क्या? So generally anything new happen, the news spread without any mobile also in the villages. So bus party, the bus party has a kitchen, all the setup, a cook is also there, and majorly there are 6 to 7, 8 to 10 devotees are there along with a cook and one assistant. So they do their morning program, get up, take bath, and they go at start at 8 o'clock. So now how happened, the bus has a very big sound system. And one devotee keep constantly announcing about the glories of Bhagavad Gita, the glories of Bhagavatam, the glories of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. He speaks constantly in the local language, either Marathi, mostly Marathi or Hindi. And then all other devotees, they will go to the houses along with the Bhagavad Gita. And this guy, most important guy, is the one who is doing the announcement. He has to constantly, very expert, and keep talking. So they all are listening to him and then take the books. So like that, they don't waste much time. The bus goes and all the guys move. The bus goes, the guys move. The bus will go to different parks, different colony, and all the team has to be with the bus, be with the fire. Because constantly what is going on? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. We also tell that we are coming from this place, what we are doing, world peace, holy name, Shanti, Samadhan. From millions of years, the Bhagavad Gita is coming, quote the shlokas, be authentic. And we are not selling, we are just distributing the love. And whatever donation you want to give, and people in India know that what is the price, generally they will ask. And it's village, so generally they reduce the price also. Some people give more also, and sometimes you have to give less price also. Some people will give grain, फिर बोलेंगे आज हमारे यहाँ रुके आज महाराज, आपका आज मुकाम, please stay in our place today. So they, in that announcement we get one person also will tell that please live in our place. So they do till 11 o'clock, again they break down, then do the lunch prasad, do some reading, again start at 5 o'clock, not 4, because they are working in the farm. From again till 5 to 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock again go and stay some temple, or one team will go and search the accommodation also. कहाँ रुकना है आज हमें? और सबसे important is water. What is important? Water. And nice, if there are congregation member, then you have to get good facility also. Brahmachari generally they generally stay in the temple, open area, fresh air and lot of water. Because for their gamcha, dhoti kurta, that should dry.
Like Prabhuji explained for the villages, so how we do, we go to towns and cities. So there are many places like petrol pumps are there, and the parking lots are there, and on stoplights, what we have done, we have branded our bus, and we also take one canopy. We have made a canopy, so 2-3 canopies we have made. So like a whole place we cover of around 500 square feet or something like that. And we place it on the like petrol pump, near petrol pump or car parking area.
You take permission?
Yes, from the local people.
They give?
Yes, many a times they give. If they don't give, we still do it. And after that we ask for forgiveness if anything wrong happens. But still we will continue with our thing. If we get the permission, it's very good. If we don't get, still the process will continue. So around like 8-10 devotees are there. So when we do like this, and the same Roji was telling, sometimes we on the like winter area during winter time, how the devotees do, they do at a stretch for 6 hours or so, 5-6 hours. Otherwise, during the like summer seasons, what we do, 2 slots are there. So many times congregation has also tried, but it is more applicable for like full-time devotees. This type of the.
Thank you. Anything to add, or are you just going to take questions?
Okay. One thing I wanted to add, that in this book distribution, there is not much like we keep the score, that we have to distribute the score. So here, because devotees, they go for 15 days from our temple. So then they want to maintain this regular distribution every month. So therefore, they don't want to tax themselves. So they keep morning time for sadhana. Then after 8 o'clock, they go for distribution, 8 to 11. And then they again come back, they take rest, cook prasadam, and again do their sadhana, and again they leave at the evening 4:30, 5 o'clock. Again they do till the night, again they come and take rest. So this is a very balanced, where sadhana is also balanced, because every day if you go out and distribute books with a rush and the competition or something like that, so then what happens, they get tired and then lose the spirit to do again and again. This is one thing, yes.
Yes, question. Where is the 4th mic?
Which is very nice thing, actually a nice engagement for 15 days to go. The point is that if we get donations, somebody is making, for fuel and maintenance and even if we sell it for less cost, then it's fine. But otherwise, we have to get some profit for temple also, because 15 days brahmacharis are out. If they are the only brahmacharis, they are not contributing internal services. But when they go out, at least they should get some Lakshmi to the temple. So if temple authorities may look for some money, what we do then?
No, it is not that you are giving free. You will get the price. And there are many people who want to sponsor for the bus also. Bus also, if you just tell people that we are doing this for humanity, people will give money. First speak to them now. You tell your congregation, any people, that we are going village to village. Christians are converting, we are giving a book. You want to make them Christian? They help us.
But regular book distribution also. Regular distribution also, I asked Prabhuji. Prabhuji said that, the selection I asked. He was telling that, अरे कुछ पैसा नहीं आता है उधर से, हमको उल्टा देना पड़ता है. डोनेशन देके हर महीने चलाना पड़ता है बस.
Many of the Sankirtan parties in the past, like in 1970s, it was very boom. 1980s, but many of them have got broken because of the reason which you are saying. Na? In Vrindavan also it happened. So,
What was the problem? I didn't get it. English,
Prabhuji,
please.
in India, what has happened in the past, in the 1980s or 90s, some of the bus parties they are running because of the temple expenses. Temple is bearing them rather than they earn the profit.
Yeah.
Because they are giving brahmacharis also, they are giving bus also, but still they are not able to earn out of it.
And now?
So now, how we do it, like Prabhuji was telling, if you do it very sincerely, in my experience, many of the people, if you do some sponsorship program also, like how we do, in the daytime we do this one-to-one distribution, and sometimes in the evening we do house program. And distributing, like Prabhuji was telling, at the evening we do a common program. So that's how we can raise a good amount of money. And ISKCON Tirupati has established their temple just by book distribution. And it is experience of like my own experience from last 4 or 5 years. We have earned a lot. Like we took a bus for 35 lakh, and like from last 3 years, we have earned more than 40-50 lakh rupees. Just out of the distribution.
Yeah, I know. Thank you. Wonderful. I know from practical experience that, Harinam Ruchi, those guys who go around, they get most of their expenses covered by sponsors because they have something online and different devotees and people who like what they're doing, they contribute. So then the book distribution does not have to bear all the costs. There is also Harinam Ashram in Lithuania, that Harinam monastery of the Holy Name, and they have a huge bus. And I talked to Anandavardhana Maharaj just a few weeks ago in Germany, and he said most of our travel expenses are bared by congregational members who support our program. And the book distribution basically is just paying for the books and for some of the running expenses. But they're not, you see, nowadays temples are really not looking that much to get big profit from book distribution. As long as the program can maintain itself and it's not going in minus, it can maintain the operation, it's fine. If you're looking to build a temple or to do something big, we'll talk about that. But you may have to look for other sources of income, because unless you do it like Tirupati, they had 9 or 11 book tables up there all over the hill.
Tables are there. All tables on the Tirumala and inside temple in the Tirupati also.
So that was a very professional, setup, and took them many years to build that temple. There's different ways how to build temples. We can talk about that a little later.
One second, bro. Let me add. Because if the temple present is very narrow, घोड़ा रहता ना कि पैसा जा रहा है. But for example, I am standing here. In 2003, one person in Padayatra gave me book. I did not have any penny also to take the book. I took the money from my friend and I took the 4 book. And now I am in here. And how much money I have brought to the temple? If that person would not have given me then. So you only think of the immediate benefit. Why don't you think of the future? Not about you. I am not talking about you, the mentality.
But you're also temple presidents and project leaders, so you have to be able to switch your hat. And you also see the reality of like, hey, I got a big project here, I have running expenses, and the show must go on, you know? It's good to do Haribol, but then, you know, end of the month, it's like, you know, kya hai? You know, what's going on? Where's the paisa, you know? Yeah, go. Okay, go ahead. The floor is yours.
No,
We have good cop, bad cop, you know, we do the whole drama routine.
I would like to know if there is any temple.
I'm not supporting this bus part or anything because I go for value.
My question is different completely. So I want to ask, because it's a nice forum, is there any temple here who are also engaging congregation in through bus party? You know, are only brahmacharis involved in bus party, or is there any temple where they are engaging congregation also? See, in our temple we have a lot of congregation brahmacharis. Now we are developing it. So we did good book distribution last year through Sankirtan. We distribute 15,000 books, 15, through Sankirtan and book distribution. But this bus party, I am always fascinated. But I feel we have very small ashram to do it. But then, if I know any temple which is engaging congregation, is there any model like that, so that I can learn from that? You know. So I want to ask: is there any temples here?
Our temples, they don't go on every day, but they go on Saturday, Sunday. But I think ISKCON Attapur,
even that is also okay, because getting a bus and all is just not a big deal, you know. But I just wanted to know, because I have not done much before. So if there is any temple who has been successful engaging congregation through a bus party and all, I would like to hear. You know, is there any temple like that? You know.
Hare Krishna. Not in regular days, but during marathon, there are certain groups of congregation. Even a group of Mataji exclusively. They go out and they stay there maybe whole
So
week.
they stay in their homes also?
They stay there for 1 week or maybe.
Because we have powerful Prabhujis and Matajis in our temple who want to do something. I don't know how to engage them, you know. They go in the morning, they come back, but...
you learn from them?
Yeah, that is the reason I'm asking.
Yes.
So you have bus party, they stay in bus.
They take not bus, but they take like car, maybe 2 or 3 cars. They go there and they stay there for 1 week or 10 days, like this. They do this.
Other points behind you and also behind you. No, Mike to the back.
Just in continuation to Chakradhari Prabhu's concern or question, yeah, there is a successful program running in Ahmedabad temple also. So what they do, they are very organized when they take congregation for bus program, and it's like a picnic for them. They go out for a week or 10 days, and they have a very organized advance party. So when you take Matajis and kids out, it has to be a very organized program. It can't be random at all. But yeah, it does happen, and it's a success. I mean, congregation are, you can keep promoting it on name of the need of the program, you know. You can call it Yatra, you can call it Harinam Yatra, you can call it Tirtha Yatra, whatever. But yeah, it works.
Thank you.
In my experience in this, there has to be one very good enthusiastic leader. Because like Mohan Shah was telling, Vichitra Krishna Prabhu, you must be knowing, very congregation leader. His wife is there. So she takes all the girls to the, like in the marathon, which he was telling. But she is very enthusiastic, she herself. So therefore, the whole things move. So we have to find out, in addition to what Prabhuji is saying, in addition to it, I want to say that we have to find out one very enthusiastic leader. Then things moves on.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. So 10 years back, we used to have a dindi from Arore to Pandharpur, 8 days yatra. And now, because we have scarcity of brahmacharis, because a lot of puja seva, we have 2 brahmacharis leading this dindi yatra, and all the congregation from Arore, our 100 devotees, congregation devotees, they come, there's Harinam, Food for Life, and book distribution. And they sell more than about 4,000 to 5,000 books in these 10 days. So it is done only by congregation actually.
Haribo. Thank you. Okay, thank you, sadhus.
I beg forgiveness if I hurt anybody. I am not a master in book bus party because just I answered Prabhuji call I came. Hare Krishna.
Now, the San Francisco Center that I told you about, it was actually an extension of ISKCON of Silicon Valley, which is in Mountain View. Vaisheshika Prabhu is heading it up. And have you heard of monthly Sankirtan festival? Yeah? So, Prabhuji has organized a congregation. In that temple, there is 0 brahmacharis, 0 resident devotees. It's all congregation. There's 400 to 500 families, yet because they're inspired by Prabhuji's katha and by his guidance and his example, so people are committed to the cause and they help. Everybody helps with Lakshmi. For Bhadra campaign, last time they sponsored 500 sets, like almost 1 crore of rupees in 1 hour. They just said, okay, who wants to give, you know? 10 sets, 20 sets, 50 sets, this, that, boom, 500 sets. So when you train your people, you don't treat them like customers. You don't treat them like spectators. You treat them as team members. You treat them as fully qualified team members. You know what that means, a team member? It means you, me, same. We're doing the same job. It's just that, you know, I'm doing full time, you got a job, you got family. So in this way, they actually feel like, hey, I'm valued here. I'm taken seriously. I'm not just a guy who has to pay some money every now and then, but I can also share my ideas, I can give input, I can take responsibility. The Sankirtan leaders, SKP, Prabhu, and Malini, they're grihastas, they got kids, they got jobs, but they're the Sankirtan leaders. So how is this the biggest book distribution temple in North America? They're bigger than the Atlanta boys. You know, the ones who make some noise down there in Atlanta? Huh? Yeah, they're bigger, the ones in ISV. How? Organization. Organization and intelligence. And plug in big numbers of people. I'll get more into details, but just to give you an idea, there's 2 guys, they started the Motel Gita project. Have you heard of Motel Gita? Huh? And one of them is, you know, Dilip Patel. He has a small motel of 15 rooms. And the other guy, he works in tech. And they have placed more than 1 million Bhagavad Gitas in hotels around North America. That's 10 lakh Gitas. They got them sponsored. Huh? And they went to all these hotel conventions and, you know, people were happy to put books. Like there's Bibles in all the hotel rooms around the world. And they put Gitas there. Great job, right? Just 2 people. Huh? They're not like running fast, jumping, all that. They're just, you know, your regular average congregational guys, you know. Little too healthy and little too smart, but lazy intelligence. You can make 100 rupees running around, you can make 200 rupees sitting down. Huh? And then monthly Sankirtan festival. In the beginning of the year, it gets announced. These weekends, every month there is 1 weekend where there is a monthly festival. Friday evening, Saturday and Sunday for 2.5 days. You can look it up. It's all there online. They have all these, the whole blueprint, the whole kit is there, how to do it. So you invite people, you give a little workshop, a little training, you give nice prasad, and then you go out and basically you do what these guys do who do Harinam and books together, you know, this type of thing. And some also go door to door. There will always be more people who want to sponsor and less people who want to go out. That's just the ratio. It's just normal. You can't change that. But by inspiration and training, more and more people, especially younger sections, there's, you know, teenagers, youth. Have you started engaging the youth in your area? Yeah? I was a Boy Scout, you know. I learned everything I needed to know as a Boy Scout. You know, like going around and collecting donations and, you know, doing things. So work with the youth. Don't think that your grandmas and grandpas will go out and cause the revolution, you know. They will bless you and they'll give you some paisa. So you have to know who can do what. Then you have techies, you have people who are very smart at how to organize, at how to, you know, they will set up your website, they'll set up your sponsor thing, your non-profit, whatever you need, they'll do it. Permissions. all just by networking. It's all just about empowerment, the bigger picture. What we have heard so far is mostly really relevant for brahmacharis, because that's the way how we distribute books and how the thing works for us. But as a team leader, you have to be aware that your team is a different demographic. They're 99% congregation. So for them to go out and camp out, a lot of water and stars in the sky, it's like, whoa, maybe once in a lifetime if they go Char Dham or they go, to some holy place or something. But so you have to be aware that there are different sensibilities, there are different needs and requirements. In the 70s and 80s, we used to have traveling parties, Prabhujis, and also ladies would also have that going on. India is a different demographic, obviously, so you have to know how to engage. But as I said, a lot can be done if you have vision and you understand your audience, you understand the teams that you're dealing with. And sometimes some things go up and other times other things go down. Just like airport distribution was huge. Devotees would go to airports. It was big in the 70s. But then early 80s, they ran into troubles because they overdid it. They did it too much. And we got banned in most of the airports. They didn't want to see us. They got fried because we overdid it. It's like if you overwork a field and it just, there's a limit. You have to give it some rest. If you're a farmer, you understand the idea of you have to use your brain. Otherwise, it turns into burned earth. So now, very less airports. We used to do parking lots of malls a lot. Because people who go shopping and people who have a car, they got money. But again, we overdid it and we got kicked out of many places. We used to do stoplights a lot. It's a great place, but it's not that healthy. It's not that sustainable. Like to do it on the long run, it's not such a good thing. Also for the image sometimes, because you're running around with the other guys who are selling peanuts and candies and chewing gums and stuff. So these are just things that you have to keep into consideration. So find out what works for you in your area. Some of you are city, some of you are town, some of you are village, some of you are very remote areas. So you have to make it work. That means understand the principle, then you can figure out the details. And try out. When it works, then you can scale, then you can expand. We have time for one more method before we take Gayatri break. What's the third most form of book distribution? School. Who has experience in school distribution? Okay, new people. 1, 2, and who else? 3, please. Okay, come on. Grab a mic. Get up here. You can share the mic, it doesn't matter. 2 mics enough. Just get started. Tell us how to do this.
So this is especially we had a lot of book distribution which grew exponentially when we conducted here. It's called Value Education Contest. Actually, schools principals and teachers, they are fed up with the children who don't have values. Though they are very intelligent, but children are not under control. The children and parents, teachers and parents, they're all looking for children to have values. So our Radha Krishna has come up with very nice booklets from 5th, 6th and 7th and 8th, 9th, 10th, 2 levels. Has come up with multiple choice questions and everything. It's a booklet which goes with Bhagavad Gita. So we do it as a package. It's a value education contest. So we have sponsors where top 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 prizes. We have electric cycle and normal cycle and the digital pads, their pen drives and many gifts are to be given. They are very, very attractive to child. Once I went into the school.
How you get those sponsored?
So because in the booklet we have behind papers are there where we'll print the advertisements for the electric cycle, because the booklets go to children, and children, it gets an advertisement. So that's how they give sponsorship, first 1, 2, 3 cycles and all they give. So we have sponsorship from them, and we charge as much as our expenses go. Bhagavad Gita plus booklet and our staying and traveling expenses and all, this we cover, then we can actually do that.
How you cover it? Who pays for that?
We go to the children and we actually announce it's a contest, because children participate in many Olympiads and everywhere, where they pay the examination fee. So we go and tell them that we are giving Bhagavad Gita, booklet, prizes and everything in a fixed price, like 150 rupees, 200 rupees. So we do what we talk to the children in the classroom. Actually, we take permission from the principal. We tell them that we show the booklet. So it's showing that actually the value education contest has raised about so many wonderful values in the children who undergo them. So we show them also what all questions are there in the, how to respect elders. We have different topics also. So we first give presentation to the principal. If the principal is convinced, he will give a date to give the presentation to the child in the classrooms. So that presentation will be given by our education.
Ketu Gopalpur is the principal, so I'm going to meet him for a permission. No, we first go to meet the principal in the school. So here is the principal there, and we both are going and we are meeting a group of 2 brahmacharis, and we need a Bhagavad Gita. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, please welcome.
Yes. So nice for you to give us an audience, and you're very happy. We're doing a value education Gita contest drive, where we want to give values to the children of the whole of India.
Oh, values are very important.
And every year, 10 lakh children participate in this all over India. And this is our brochure, which talks about how it will benefit the children. Like, the children are making a lot of noise nowadays, discipline is very difficult. And here is our booklet. It has all the topics which you may want to give to the children. Let's say discipline. It has, who am I, how morality is important, how honesty is important. So all these 10 values are there. Now you may say you may also have value education courses going in your school, but it has a difference because it is taking from the values of Bhagavad Gita. So when you give values from our scriptural books like Bhagavad Gita, Bible, Quran, when children get it, they take it to the heart. And we have a lot of testimonials.
So you are going to give Bhagavad Gita and booklet also to the children?
Yes. So this we will give them. They will study it for a month, and then they will fill the open book paper. We'll give them there. They will submit to us, and they will give prizes to the toppers. We may conduct some classes for them afterwards. And what we need, sir, we just need to go to each classroom or an assembly, whatever is comfortable for you, and just tell to children about 5 minutes for it, and we give them this parent letter form. You see in this brochure, this parent letter form is there. So this form we will give to the child, and they will take to their parents, and next day they will bring.
It's voluntary, right?
Yes, voluntary.
But we are distributing Bhagavad Gita. The other person will come with a Bible, another will come with a Quran, and we also want to do in the school. How do you answer them?
Yeah, we are doing it many places. Generally, nobody comes because this is a very specially designed way. But the point is the children who read it, because it's a universal values. It's not just like Hindu values. It's a universal value. So everybody appreciates it. And since it is voluntarily, so it does not matter. But how it will benefit the children, and many children have been benefited.
You want us to collect the money?
We're not collecting the money. What we give them, we just give them this form. They deposit a Lakshman to the class teacher, and we give them the books.
It's already collection, right?
Yeah, but it comes to the school, and then we give it to them the course material. But we are not charging anything. In fact, there's a whole costing us 400 rupees. We're just giving it for 200 rupees because many are sponsoring for it.
Okay, very nice. Do it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello. Questions?
And should we show the second part to the classroom?
Yes.
So there's a sample voucher.
So this is a parent letter.
Yeah. So this is given to each children.
कितना यूज किया उसने?
There. Okay. So now we are in the classroom. So you are all children there. Your fifth is a fifth class student. Children. So Gopal will give show the brochure everything.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, very nice. Nice to meet all of you. I am Kirti Gopal Das. I did my MSc Tech from NIT Warangal. Now we have got a very, very wonderful gift for all of you. All of you like the gift? Yes. Okay. Now, what it is, see, we all learn lot of things in the school, right? We all learn lot of education, lot of intelligence quotient, right? All of you know intelligence quotient. And beyond this, there is something called emotional quotient, and there is spiritual quotient. Intelligence quotient deals about how we deal with our head, how fast you can do calculations and everything. And emotional quotient is like how you deal with the people around you. If you are given 3-4 boys together, how you manage them and get the things done. Whereas something called spiritual quotient. What is spiritual quotient? Spiritual quotient means how you actually, what kind of value you have, what kind of qualities you have. These things are not in the schools books. Whatever books we study, we don't get to know. See, if you have skills and talents, what they are compared to. Your skills and you say zeros are there, no? If it is 1 0, how much it counts? 0. If there are 2 zeros, how much it counts? And if there are 3, but if I put a 1 before this, so 1 0 will become 10, 2 0 will become 100. So all the zeros are compared to our skills and talents. But if you put this 1, there is spiritual quotient. If you put before that, then it will become 1 lakh, 1 crore. It doesn't have any limit. So all the zeros will get added. Your skills and talents will also get added when you have spiritual quotient. So in order to give a spiritual quotient to all of you, we have come up with a wonderful contest that's called Bhagavad Gita contest, value education contest. So in this value education contest, you will get a Bhagavad Gita, you will get a booklet. In this booklet, very easy questions are there, multiple choice questions, where you all can solve. It's all open book, huh? Nothing to study and remember. Just open your book, this value education contest book. The multiple choice question is there, and there's a reference of Gita Shloka. Refer that in the Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita also we are going to give, and just answer. And what are the gifts waiting for you? So first prize is 30,000 rupees worth electrical cycle. Second prize is normal cycle, which is 10,000 rupees. And the third prize, there are multiple prizes, there are smart watches, and everybody, whoever participates in this contest, they'll be getting a certificate. So you all can keep that certificate with you, and you can present for your interviews and all later on when you grow up. Okay? So all of you ready for this contest? So I'll tell you how to get this, participate in this contest. It's very simple. I'm going to distribute a parent letter to all of you, each of you. Just go to home, show it to parents. You are participating in this contest. So you all participate in the Olympiads and many other things. Just show to parents and bring the money and deposit to your class teacher. So next day, you will be getting your Bhagavad Gita, booklet and everything. Solve that, you will get for 1 month, you will get. Only Saturday, Sundays you have time. So you can solve that and get. You can also get this prizes, big prizes for all of you. Okay? All of you ready? So please take the parent letters and get registered as quickly as possible. Hare Krishna.
Hare.
Prize, whoever wins, he will get prizes and others will get certificate. You can get it. You write nicely, you study nicely. Everybody has an equal chance. Certificate मिल रहा है ना, भगवद गीता मिल रहा है, values मिल रहे हैं.
Questions.
Hare Krishna, just wanted to add one point more here. Like in my case, we do the same things, but at the same time, we also take the, also give the opportunity to invite the political leaders and administrative leaders. Just like in my case, I invited district magistrate for the prize distribution. So he came to our temple and he was very surprised and was very happy that how we are doing such a valuable valuable work and guiding students. And later on, he invited me at his office and wanted to understand what are the course syllabus and what are the patterns we are doing. So he encouraged me that let us do together. So administration is saying that let us do together. That means district magistrate is saying that we can do all together in whole district. So for that he was giving all the access in all the government schools access. We were having the all access in all the public schools for doing the same program, and he wanted that let us do a Guinness World Record for the next time. So that he said later on the government changed and it got transferred. So that was our bad luck that time.
Where is he now? Where did he get transferred to?
I don't know.
You got to find out. You got to follow the guy. Go to the new place and do the same thing.
And he was very impressed. He was impressed, and we invited two guests, district magistrate and city magistrate, both in a one program. So both were very impressed, and we gave them Mahaprasad and many things. So in this way, we got a very good relationship with them. So next time when I went to the office, I did not have to approach in all the hierarchies. I just went to the district magistrate office, and district magistrate office called to the district school officer, and then later on we directly go to the district school officer, and because he was earlier communicated by a district officer, so he just said, okay, just give us your PDF file and we will distribute it. So in this way, with less manpower, we could have we could reach all the schools in the districts. The same Bhagavad Gita Talents. Yeah, our name was Bhagavad Gita Talent Search. You will find on Facebook, although this Facebook is inactive for last few years, but followers are increasing.
Thank you. Any questions?
No, we are doing for all, public, private together. Yeah, DM has access on the government school, and private, because see the competition is there everywhere. In all schools, in our case, one school was very much passionate to get the first winner from his school. So what they were doing, they were teaching their students Bhagavad Gita. In a class, they had a separate class for this campaign, so that their school get the first prize in Noida.
Did they make it? No, did they make it?
I don't think
Did the winner come from that school?
Yeah,
Okay.
one winner got.
Other questions? Two more questions, then we wrap up. Yes, front.
The actual test means how the test is conducted. Means if there are so many students, how do?
Like test is open book, so they'll fill all the bubbles and all.
But where do they do it? In the classroom? Because
We
that's
give them
the big-
answer sheet. They do it at the home, and they bubble it and bring it back with their name and everything.
So
How do you prevent cheating? In other
No.
words.
no, they would cheat. We know that. Uh, So that means somebody is reading Gita to help them to find the answers, if not a child. So the purpose that people read Gita is getting solved. But for finding the toppers, we do 4 telephonic interviews. So in interview, they cannot cheat because it's just a very question answers. No? So that way we make sure that the people who are the toppers, they are the ones who have genuinely read it. And while announcing also, we told that we have means to find out you're cheating or not. So please be honest and you will get a certificate. So some ratio is there that if people do it. And some descriptive questions there. Previously we used to do exams in the school, but that becomes a lot of modus operandi and a very there. So therefore we made it simple, just upload it on the online. So at least some reading children doing. And also some places we started classes also. In Bangalore, we did classes also for the children who participated, who had got good marks. We conducted classes. So further they get benefited, you know.
Okay, I have a question. Thank you. What's the follow-up? Like you've done so much work to create all this network and do all this. What's the follow-up? What's the next level? They got their bicycle or their certificate, and then what?
Well education classes. We start any devotee who's taking care of the children preaching. So we got the topper children who are interested, and we put them into value education classes. So some of
where do those happen?
Online.
Online, okay.
Online, they happen, and that way children preaching in that city.
Are you teaching this model to all India? Is this available on the ICC or whatever you call it? Do they have access to all this information, or is it a secret formula that some places are just guarding for themselves?
It's open. We have shared with many temples and things. Anybody wants, we can give it.
Great, wonderful.
Hello. One just, this all many leaders are present here. So I have one question. Till now, from 2012, we are doing this value education contest. There is a database of lakhs and lakhs of students. I have one desire to have a portal to collect all the database of the student, because database has so much value, but we only get activated during marathon. That is the main issue. Yes or no? Tell me honestly. Whenever Bhagavad Gita marathon comes, we get activated, write booklet, and rest of the month.
Okay, thank you. Just in line with that, have you heard of Warped Tour? The biggest music festival in the United States. It ran for 27 years. 20,000 kids come together, and there's 70 bands playing on 7 different stages. Every band plays for 40 minutes, and then another band comes. There's 20,000 youth from 14 to 35 average age. One devotee went to the owner of that tour, and he said, "We're monks, we want to do this with the books." And the guy liked it so much that he gave us full access, like that district magistrate. He said, "You have full permission." He gave us VIP badge, which means you can be anywhere on the concert, outside on the parking lot, in the line, inside, backstage, front stage, and distribute your books. So for 27 years, we distributed over 1 million hardcover Bhagavad Gita, Science of Self-Realization, softcover books, and a lot of people got connected with Krishna consciousness in that way. Why? Because one person had the intelligence to go top down. Sometimes we go bottom up, but you should also go top down. And you should also attack it from the sides. In fact, you should attack it from all sides. But oftentimes we forget about top down, and we get to a certain section, the lower tiers. But upper middle class and high class, you have to go top down. Then we also had, with the book distribution, a mantra booth, where we had a little tent, and we sat the kids down and said, "You want to learn how to have peace of mind in 30 seconds? Oh yeah, okay. Let's sit down. Okay, and we did Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare, and then we explained the mantra, and we take their contact. We had 6,000 contacts of people who had chanted with us. And then, nothing happened, because we couldn't get the database. For 4 years, there was some internal conflict. Who owns the database? Who can follow up? Who gets the result? Blah, blah, blah. And after, if you connect with students and young people after 4 or 5 years, it's like after 4 lifetimes, you know? It's like, what, who, what are you talking about? They forgot everything. Because already like 4 days is gone, man. So, if you do things like this, you have to follow up immediately. We'll talk more about follow-up tomorrow. And the day, no, tomorrow is more managerial and organizational things, but on the last day. So, just as a point of reference, okay. We'll break, and we'll be back in 10 minutes, and we have more fun for you coming soon on this channel. So don't go away. See you after the commercials. Hare Krishna.